Good morning, my
Hello,
beloved
Mr.
students. This is teacher Mustafa, and today we have a new lesson called the point of view. So let's understand what is the meaning of point of view by watching the next video.
Point of view. Point of view is the place from which you see something. You can see something like a forest from different points of view, from the ground, inside the forest, or from above, outside the forest. Notice how the 2 points of view are very different. Every story has a narrator who tells the story. The narrator always has a point of view, from inside the story or from outside the story. When the narrator is a character inside the story, this is called first-person point of view. In this story, the narrator is the girl with the hat. Read with me. I wonder what my friends are talking about. Are Liam and Emma making plans to do something fun without me? The pronouns I, my, and me are clues that the story is told by a character inside the story from the first-person point of view. When the narrator is someone outside the story, this is called third-person point of view. This time, the narrator is outside the story, looking down from above. Read with me. Bella is sad because she dropped her lunch. The girls see it and they frown. The boy smiles because he thinks it's funny. The pronouns she, they, and he are clues that the story is told by someone outside the story, from the third-person point of view. Think about the story you are reading now. Is it told from the first person or the third-person point of view? To find out, look for pronoun clues.
Yes, great. So here, yes.
Today we're going to talk about the author's point of view.
Okay, so here, as you can see, let's read and we will know. Here, we have 3 points of view. What is the meaning of point of view? The point of view is how someone tells something. How someone tells something. So for example, if I'm speaking and I'm telling a story, and this story, I'm a character in it. If I am a character about the story and I'm narrating it or saying it, so I'm using the first person. I will use pronouns such as I. Oh, let me use blue. Blue will be better. I, we, my, me, our, and so on. So I will use those pronouns if I'm telling a story about me and I am a character in it. So let me tell you an example. Last week, I was teaching my students. We had a lot of fun on Zoom. We used our phones to play Kahoot and quizzes. So, guys, I need Ahmed Ali.
Yeah.
Am I telling a story?
What?
Am I telling a story or not?
Yeah.
Am I a character in this story, Ahmed?
Yeah, you are the character and you use I.
Very good. I used I, we, my, me, and our, right?
Yeah.
So this is the first person or the second person?
First person.
First person. Very good, Ahmed. Very good. So guys, if the narrator is one of the characters, so this is the what? This is the first person point of view. If the narrator is one of the characters, so this is the first person. Okay, Qusay, I will explain it again. If the narrator is one of the characters, so it's the first point of view. Qusay, listen to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so Qusay here, I told the story, right? So I said, last week I was teaching I was teaching my students, right? I was teaching my students. We had a lot of fun. We used our phones to play Kahoot and quizzes, right? Who's telling the story, Qusay?
The narrator.
Yes, and is the narrator one of the characters or not one of the characters?
Yes.
So this is, and what expressions or what pronouns did he use? He used?
I, we, my.
Yes, very
What?
good. He used one of those, right?
Not only one, he used 4.
Whatever, even if he used just one, even if he used just one. Look at this example. I woke up in the morning, I got dressed, I washed, I prayed, I opened my laptop and I started teaching my students. So I just used I, right? So this is first person or second person?
First person.
First person. Got it now?
Yeah.
Great. Now let's move on to the second person point of view. The second person point of view uses 2 words, you and your. You and your. And we use it when we give instructions. We use it when we give instructions. Do you know the recipes that if you want to do something, it will say, for example, how to make a cake? First, you must get an oven. Second, you must get some flour. Third, you must add flour to the water. Then you must put them in the oven. Last, open the oven, take the cake out and eat it. Okay, so this I used you or your. I used you or your in giving instructions. So this is the second person point of view. The second person point of view. And we don't usually use it. We don't
Mister,
usually.
you are lagging.
Okay, is it okay now?
Yes,
Guys?
Mr. Voice lagging.
Okay, is it
Mister,
okay?
Mister, you are
There's a
lying.
YouTube channel called Bright Side. It's used in most of its videos. It uses the second person view. And it
Okay,
has
guys.
got 1 million subscribers.
Yes, guys, can you hear me now? Is my voice
Have a problem.
is my voice good now?
Mister, your
Yes,
voice is
a
good
little bit.
already.
Okay, silence please and listen carefully. Okay, so here we use you or your and we use it with instructions and we don't usually use it. We don't usually use it. Now let's go for the third person. The third person has he, she, it, they. Okay, and
I
their.
don't understand second person.
Okay, I will repeat it. Just go with me for the third person, okay?
Mister, and them, and he, and
Yes,
he, and
very
her.
good. We also use them, okay? We here when we find or the names or
Also him, her is.
or
Also him,
names
her is.
or names. We also have her
Him
and him,
and him
his.
and her.
Yes, we have lots of pronouns, but let's focus on those now, okay? If we have all of those pronouns, even the names. Let me give you an example, okay? Let's say Bilal woke up in the morning. He washed his face. Then he talked to his mother and he went to school, okay? So I used he and I used the name Bilal, right? So in this session, in this story, I use the third person or the first person? Huh? I use the third person or the first person, guys? If I say
The
he,
third
she,
person.
it,
Third
third person.
person.
Very good. The third person. Here, I use the third person when the narrator is not one of the
One of the
characters. Very good. When the narrator is not one of the characters, what happens? This is the what point of view? Third person point of view. Oh my God. Listen. Okay, so this is it, guys. When the narrator is not one of the characters, I use the third person point of view. I use the third person point of.
Or he not talk about himself.
Yes, he doesn't talk about himself. He talks about other people. The narrator talks about other. Here, narrator talks about other. Okay, guys, is it clear now? Okay, is it clear now?
No, not clear.
no.
It is not clear. I can't even hear.
Your voice is lagging, Mister. 100. I understand.
Voice.
Okay, enough, please. Thank you very much for that. So again, and for the last time, when I use the first person, I use I, we, or my, or me, or our. I use the first person with the narrator when the narrator is one of the characters. If the narrator is one of the characters, it is the first person point of view. For the second person point of view, I use you and your. I use you and your. You and your. And I mainly use it for instructions. And we don't usually use it in stories and so on. But the third person point of view, it is very important. The third person point of view, he, she, it, they, their, them, and the names, someone's name, her, him, and his. So I can say, Qusay woke up in the morning, had his cup of tea, went straight to the bathroom, then prayed. After that, he used his laptop and went to school. Got it? So here, I'm talking about Qusay. Am I in the story? Am I one of the characters? No, I'm not one of the characters. So this is the third person point of view. Okay. Just a minute then. So let's move here to, yes, here, as you can see in the first person, a narrator is a part of the story. He is a part of the story. We often use I or we. Like I went home, I couldn't play. Okay. And the second person, I use you or your. I use you or your. Here, like gather your materials and add 1 cup of sugar to the flour. Okay, so I use you or your. The second thing is, the last one is the third person point of view. The narrator isn't involved, he is not in the story. We have he, she, it, they, and lots of pronouns in that. Okay, in that. Okay, so let's watch the third video, please.
We already know that an author writes the words in a book or a story. But what if someone asked you, how do you think the author feels about the topic? Or what does the author think about the topic? One strategy you can use for looking for the author's point of view is to look for feeling words or describing words. Here are some examples of words you can look for. Fun, exciting, scary, dangerous, interesting, boring. You can look for these types of feeling words to help you find how the author feels about the topic. This is what we call the author's point of view. Now let's read a passage and see if we can tell how the author feels about a topic. Starfish. Starfish live in an ocean. They are not really fish. They do not have gills, scales, or fins. Starfish usually have 5 arms. They have an eye at the end of each arm. Starfish don't see like you and I, but they can tell if it's dark or light. If they lose an arm, another one will grow back. Another name for a starfish is sea star. Starfish are amazing and beautiful creatures. We can tell the author's purpose is to teach about starfish because the title and the picture are clues, as well as how often the word starfish is in the text. But what do you think the author thinks about starfish? Look at the last sentence. It says, starfish are amazing and beautiful creatures. Amazing and beautiful are describing words that help us understand what the author thinks about starfish. Let's look at another strategy to find the author's point of view. Does the author use positive or negative words? We should look for words like verbs that are showing action or the state of being in a sentence, or adjectives that are describing something. Here are some examples of negative words to look for. Unhappy, frustrating, deprived. Here are some positive words. Friendly, comfortable, enjoy. Another strategy we can use to find the author's point of view is to imagine they are arguing for one side of a topic. We can ask ourselves, what side of the topic would the author take? Here are some examples. Are they for fast food or are they against fast food? Do they like summer or do they hate summer? So to quickly review some strategies you can take to help you understand what the author's point of view is, we can look for words that show feelings. Look for describing words like adjectives. Look for words that are positive or negative, and these can be action words like verbs, or they can be describing words like adjectives. And lastly, consider what side of the topic the author is on. These are all helpful tips to help you find the author's point of view.
This is very important here, guys, to know the author's feelings and thoughts. You have to look for words that show feelings, or look for adjectives like amazing, great, sad, okay, bad also. And you have to look for words that are positive or negative. And you have to consider what side of the topic the author is about. So if he is, if he likes fast food, so he will say all the good things about fast food and not a bad thing. If he doesn't like fast food, so he'll say all the bad things about fast food and not a single good thing. Okay, this is it. So let's go back here. Let's go back. I need you here to read this part, to read this passage, and tell me if it's the first point of view, the second point of view, or the third point of view. Remember, the first point of view uses I and we. The second point of view uses you and your. The third point of view uses he, she, they, it, them, and so on. Read and tell me on the chat, please. Send your answer on the chat. Say either first point of view, second point of view, third person point of view. Great, the answers are great.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, Malik.
What if there are both clues of the first person and the third person?
You take the first one.
Okay.
Mister, you want to know if it was
Mister, what we need to do right now?
Silence, please, everyone.
Mister,
I told you.
I'm opening a class.
I told you, you have to read the passage and then tell me if it's the first point of view, the second point of view, or the third point of view. Okay?
Mister, I open the class.
The first one what to do, and the second what to do, and this what to do.
Right.
Now, I need you to give me the words that show you if this is the first person or the second person or the third person.
Okay, I know.
Mute yourselves, everyone, please.
Mister, I'm opening a class point, but there is not anything to answer.
Yes, don't use class point. Don't use it. Don't use it. Okay.
Mister,
Yes,
So,
Ahmed.
sign out.
Mister, you touch us the vocabulary of the story. of the
Don't, Ahmed,
story
please,
in the-
please. We need to focus on what we have right now, please. Okay.
I thought it is the last.
Don't worry. Okay. So Yazan, I need you to give me the answer, please. Yazan,
Yes, Mister.
is this the first point of view or second person point of view or third person point of view?
The first person of view,
Why do you think so?
because it have I and me.
Very good.
And-
I, me, and
My.
There's also what?
We.
We. Very good. Very, very good. Thank you very much for your help, Yazan. Great help. Thank you.
Again?
Now, use the second one. Now do this one, please. And remember, we have the first point of view, second point of view, and third point of view. Okay? First person, second person, third person. Now tell me, which one is it and why? Give me the words. Give me the words. Here, in this one, give me the words that show why. Give me the words that show why. Yes, Tariq, which point of view is it? Huh. Very good, Tariq.
Mister, my answer is correct.
I can't see your answer, sorry.
I send it.
Okay, send it again and don't talk, please.
My answer is correct.
Muhammad Taha, we use the first word that we find. Remember, the first word that we find.
Is my answer?
I will tell you now. Don't worry, I will tell you. Just don't talk. Let everyone else concentrate. Okay.
Mister, say to me. Mister, I write it correct.
Everyone, please be quiet, please. Thank you.
know.
Thank you, please. Please, guys.
Can I say it,
Just a minute. Muhammad Taha. Muhammad Taha, it's your turn now.
Yes, Mister.
Tell me, what point of view is it? Which person is it?
The third.
The third. Why is that?
I'm getting. I think you is the word of the third person.
Read the first sentence, please.
Previous night, make your plan.
Yes, stop here. Make your plans. You're here. Your is what
Yeah.
person? Which person? The first person, the second person, or the third person? Your.
Second person.
Second person. Very good. So this whole text is about what?
Second person.
Second person point of view. Very good. It is the second person. Why? Because we have
Your.
and we have you.
You.
And it tells us instructions, right, Muhammad? It tells us
Yeah.
instructions.
Instruction.
Make your plans. That's an instruction. That's an order, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Great, great, great. Thank you very much for your help. Now, look at the last one here and try to think and give me why did you think that? Why, Safe? Why?
Because
No,
he's talking about.
Use the chat box. Taha, great. Great, Yazan. Great, Qusay. Great, guys. Great. You are amazing.
Mister,
Malik
can
Ashraf,
I answer this?
I would recommend if you read
Please.
again, read the first sentence and you will find it out.
Mister, which page in the book?
No, this page is not in the book. Okay, so Saif, tell me please.
Yes.
Which point of view is
Because
it?
it's the third person view.
Why
Because
is
there
that?
is him. Because there is him
There's
and
his
she.
and what else? Just a
She.
minute. She.
And there is the last one. It's him.
Him. Very good. And there is one important thing that all of you forgot. The name.
Because he's talking about Harold Davis.
Yes, Harold Davis is a name. And do you remember when we say that when we're talking about names, so it's automatically the third person, right?
Mister, the first time I was gonna speak, I was going to say because he's talking about someone.
Yes, he's talking about someone else and he mentioned his name. So because he mentioned his name, this is what third person point of view. Malik Ashraf, did you get it?
Yes, Mister.
Yes, great. Don't be tricky, okay?
Read.
Great. Okay, guys, one important thing also we need to focus on is the context clues. The context clues. If I have a word that I don't know its meaning, guys, if I have a word,
Mister, can I say it? Can I say it?
just a minute, Bara. Please, bro, please. If I have a word that I don't know its meaning, so I look for two things. The first thing is that the meaning might be in the sentence. The meaning might be in the sentence or the opposite of the meaning. So I look for two things, either the opposite or the meaning. Let me give you an example here.
Mister, I can't hear you.
I am not speaking at the moment. I'm just writing.
Boss.
Okay.
Mister,
So
first of all,
Muhammad
I
Muhammad Ala, I need you to read it, please. Read this sentence, please.
Mister, can I say something?
Just a minute.
I
Just a
actually
minute, because we have 7 minutes left.
Rabbit.
Adam. Adam. Muhammad Ala, are you here? You're not here. Okay. So Malik Sahir, where is Malik Sahir? Where's Malik Sahir, guys? He's not here also. Where did he go?
Mister, I am here. Can I answer?
Wait, Qusay, wait. There are people who didn't answer. Muhammad Magid, are you here?
Me, Mister. I didn't answer that.
Adam, your next one. Just a minute. Please, we have 7 minutes left. Please wait for me.
I'm here, Mr.
Okay, Muhammad, can you read the sentence, please?
Okay, this rabbit is raped. It
Rapid.
rapid. It runs very fast.
Yes, so what is the meaning of the word rapid here? What do you think its meaning? Huh?
Mister, tomorrow we have a session.
What do you think it means? Look at the other sentence and try to guess. Muhammad, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Look, read the full sentence and try to guess. You will find it, don't worry.
Okay.
Mr. Tomorrow we have a session.
Wait, Ahmed, please, wait. Yahya Mustafa, can you help us?
Mr. I can, please.
Fast means fast.
It means fast, very good. So by reading the sentence or the full sentence, we can find out the meaning. We can find
Mister,
out.
I actually know what rabbit means before you write
Yes,
the
okay.
second sentence.
Okay. So here we can know the meaning. Now this is called what, guys? This is called synonym. This is called the synonym. What is the meaning of the synonym? The synonym is the meaning of the word. Okay. Sometimes we find the meaning of the word in the same sentence. Sometimes we find the meaning of the word in the same sentence. Okay. Now look at this other sentence. Okay.
My turn.
Mister, I didn't answer today.
Okay, just a minute. Let me just think of a sentence. Let me think of a sentence. Okay.
The opposite of synonym is antonyms.
Slow
Mister, I know what lay means.
Yeah, just a minute.
means a خروف. It means, Mister, but we took that lamb means the sheep, right?
Huh.
Not the sheep, not sheep. I know it is.
Guys, here I'm saying this sentence. So the tortoise is lame, not fast. So what is the meaning of the word lame throughout the
Mister, can
sentence?
I know, Mister, I know.
It's
Adam Malik.
turn.
Bara, tell me what's the meaning of lame here in this sentence?
It means not fast.
It means not fast. Very good. So this is this is called the what? The antonym.
Antonyms.
Yes, this is called the antonym. Very good. The antonym is the what?
The opposite.
Is the opposite. Very good. So sometimes I can guess the meaning of the word through the meaning itself, through a synonym, or through an antonym, which means the opposite. Did you get it now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Great, guys. Great.
2 minutes. Mister, can we play? Can we rabbit?
Okay.
Quizzes.
Okay, so let me just read this here. Okay, as you can see, a synonym is a word with the same meaning of another word, but the antonym is a word with the opposite meaning of this. Okay, we use the context clues when we don't know a word. When we don't know a word. Okay, like here in this sentence, meat eaters, that is carnivores. So I don't understand what is the meaning of carnivores, but meat eaters made it clear for me. So is this a synonym or an antonym? Use the chat box to answer me. Is this a synonym or an antonym? If it's a synonym, just write S. If it's an antonym, write A. Very good, guys. It's a synonym because it has the same meaning. It has the same meaning, but the antonym is the opposite meaning. Now let's just take the first one here, and I will send you the answer key once you, or we can do it later. Okay, so here, Mrs. Sue wandered through the park. However, other people walked quickly past the pond. So here, what is the context clue here? What is the word that shows the meaning of wandered? The word that shows the meaning of wandered is walked quickly. Now, does wandered mean walked quickly? Is it the same or the opposite? It is It is the antonym. It is the opposite. Also here, Alex quickly walked through the passage into the hall. The doorway was small. So passage explains which word? What word explains passage? Huh? It's doorway. Very good. It's the doorway. And is it a synonym or an antonym? It's a synonym. Very good. Here, the family leaves on an adventure next week. It will be another exciting trip. Adventure. What word explains adventure here? Huh? Very good. It's exciting trip. Very good. It is an antonym or a synonym? It's a synonym. Very good. Here, Maria felt indifferent about the new teacher, but Chris was curious. What word explains curious? It's indifferent. Is it? It is an antonym. Okay. So thank you guys.